Hi everyone, this is our direction video for today, Thursday, November 5th. Quick announcement before we get into our direction video. If you have not taken the migration adjectives and verbs summative test from yesterday, you need to do that as soon as possible. So make sure you get that done as quickly as you can. So let's take a look at our directions for today. So we're in our November 2nd to 6th folder. Then we're in our Thursday folder. So it says, here's what to do. 1, watch the direction video. 2, write in the greeting. 3, complete the grade Mrs. Sovey's writing example assignment. And 4, join Google Meet office hours from 2:40 to 3 o'clock. So let's take a look at that. So the first thing I want to look at is our greeting today. So let's look at that. So this greeting's a little bit different than before. So here's what it says. We are spending the rest of the quarter working on a writing summative. Step 1, click View Attachments to see the slides. Step 2, watch the video below. It's only 4 minutes. And step 3, answer this question. What is one thing you need to do for the writing summative? So, click View Attachments. Click on the slides so you can look at them. You can scroll through and look at them. There's not a whole lot on there. It's only a couple slides. So read the slides, watch the video. It's 4 minutes, and then answer this question in the greeting. What is one thing you need to do for the writing summative? When you're ready to post in the discussion, click discussion. If you need to see the question again, here it is. What is one thing you need to do for the writing summative? Click the plus sign to write your answer. Type your answer in the box here and click that check mark when you are done. Okay, so now let's look at our assignment today, which is called Grade Mrs. Sylvie's Writing Summative Example. So I know it's kind of a long title, but what we're doing today is we're going to learn about our writing summative. I wrote an example, and I want you to go ahead and grade my example to see how I did. We're doing this for 2 reasons. 1, I want you to know what you need to write about, and you'll see that in my example. And 2, I want you to know how you will be graded, and you will learn about that by doing by grading my assignment, my writing. Okay. So let's take a look at this a little more carefully. It says, as you learned in today's greeting, we are starting a writing project. This is what we will work on until the end of the quarter. Today, you are going to learn how you'll be graded and what you need to do for this writing project. Please watch today's direction video if you need more help. There will be office hours from 2:40 to 3 o'clock too. Here are the steps. Step 1, read Mrs. Sovey's example of the writing summative project below. So here's my example. It might look big, but I use really big font, so it shouldn't take too long to read. Step 2 is click View Attachments and put the worksheet into Notability. Step 3, answer yes or no to see if Mrs. Sovey met the requirements. Step 4, answer the questions at the bottom of the sheet. Step 5, submit the worksheet here. So you got to turn it in to get your points. So if you think you know what to do for this assignment, you can stop the video and be done watching this direction video. But if you want more help and you want to do the assignment with me, keep watching and we'll do it together so that you know what to do and you can get a good grade on this assignment. So let's follow these steps together. So step 1 is read the example. So let's do that together right now. So in this picture, you can, that's the example. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read that. So it says, Mrs. Sovey's example of the writing summative. There are many parts of my identity. Some adjectives to describe me are funny, hardworking, kind, and smart. I am a teacher. That is a big part of who I am. My family immigrated to the United States many years ago. My family and my friends are very important to me. That was paragraph 1. Let's look at paragraph 2. Here is a story from my past. I met my husband, Tyler, in college. We both went to the University of Northwestern in St. Paul, Minnesota. Tyler and I met on the first day of moving into the dorms. We were friends for a year and hung out with our other friends many times. In our second year of college, we took a class together. During that class, we talked more and would walk together after class. After class one day, Tyler asked me on a date. We got married almost 3 years later. So that was paragraph 2. Let's look at paragraph 3. My goal for the future is to continue to grow. I want to grow to be a better person, teacher, and family member. In the future, I want to get a master's degree. Travel is important to me, so I want to travel more. I want to visit all 50 states and many other countries. I want to make the world a better place by educating students and helping my community. I cannot wait to see what the future holds. So, this was my example writing. So now let's go on to step 2. Step 2 says to click View Attachments and put the worksheet into Notability. So let's do that. So click View Attachments. Here's the example if you want to see it bigger, but then here's the worksheet. So let's put the worksheet in Notability. I'm going to hit Create New Note and then Import. Now I'm going to hit my Home button and I'm going to open my Notability app. So it should be right here at the top. So this is what the worksheet looks like that you're filling out. I know it looks long, but it should go pretty quick. This is what it says. This is our grading checklist for the writing summative. This is how you'll be graded on the summative. Directions. Read Mrs. Sovey example. We already did that. Okay, so now after you read it, grade her essay using this checklist. Write a yes or no next to each question based off the writing. Once you are done, answer the questions at the bottom. Make sure you turn this in when you are done. So it's what we're doing now is we're going to grade Mrs. Sovey, myself, just like how I will grade you when you turn in your work. So we're going to click answer yes or no to these questions. So I'm going to split my screen so it's a little easier to see. So to split your screen, you need to swipe up from the bottom, not that much. Swipe up from the bottom of your sheet or your iPad. This should come up and then you can click on the app you want and drag it to the top. So now that my looks like this, I can split my screen with the iPad and I can look at both the example right here and the worksheet here. But I'm going to make it a little bigger. It's a little hard to see. Right? So I can zoom in a little bit and I can look at it. So let's answer these questions. So we need to answer yes or no. So the first part is the writing rules, and this is worth 1 point. So the first question is the first letter of each sentence capitalized? So let's take a look at the example. Did Mrs. Sovey start each letter with a capital letter? So I'm looking at the words. I'm seeing if I can find any. So I'm looking for the start of each sentence. So, for example, right here, start a new sentence, it's capitalized. Here's a new sentence, period, capital letter, perfect. Right? We have period, capital letter, period, capital letter, period, capital letter, period, capital letter, period, capital letter. So I'm just going to say yes, that the first sentence of each sentence is capitalized. So I'm going to click the text button. I'm going to type in yes for that. So it's going to be a yes. Okay, so next question. Does each paragraph have a topic sentence? Remember, a topic sentence introduces the paragraph. It kind of tells you what the paragraph's about. So let's take a look. So this first paragraph, the topic sentence says, there are many parts of my identity. So I think that does a good job. The paragraph's about identity. That's a good topic sentence. So we got one. Let's look at paragraph 2. It says, here is a story from my past. I think that's a good topic sentence. Because then there's a story from the past. Perfect. Tells me what I'm reading about. And the last one, my goal for the future is to continue to grow. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Tells you about the goals for the future. Nice job. So I'm going to say yes. We have topic sentences. So yes. Does each sentence end with a period? Well, we looked at that when we saw the capital letters. So let's just save us some time and do yes, even though some of the paragraphs or sentences do end with an exclamation point. That's okay. So that's kind of the idea here, is that you need to look. Not every answer will be yes. So kind of look, see what you can find, and look at the writing, and then answer the questions here. So there's 3 more questions here, and then at the then it says that right here, this category got blank number of yeses out of 6 total questions. Count how many yeses you got and put that number here. Was it 6, 5, 4, 3? What did you get? And then you're going to do the same thing, but this time you're looking specifically at paragraph 1. Okay? So, is this paragraph about their identity? Yes or no? Does it tell the reader about the person who wrote it? Yes or no? Are there 3 adjectives that describe the person? Okay, you need to answer the questions and then count up your yeses. Paragraph 2. You have more questions, right? Does this paragraph tell a story from the person's life? Does the story make sense? So answer the questions and count your yeses. The same thing with paragraph 3. Answer the questions, count the yeses. The last part here is to answer the questions. There's 3 questions. So, in your opinion, which section did Mrs. Sovey do the best at, and why? Was it the writing rules, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, or paragraph 3, and why? Mrs. Sovey did the best at blank because blank. Number 2, which section does she need to do better? Right? Was it writing rules, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, or paragraph 3? And why? Mrs. Sovey needs to do better at blank because blank. And then tell me, what score would you give Mrs. Sovey and why? Remember, the most she can get is a 4. So should she get a 4, a 3.8, a 3.5, a 3, 2.7, right? What should she get? And you got to tell me why. Mrs. Sovey should get blank because blank. And remember, we're doing this assignment for 2 reasons. 1, I want you to know what you need to do when it's your turn to write. Number 2, I want you to know how you are being graded. So once you've finished these questions, you did this top part, we need to then turn it into Schoology. And so I think all of you guys know how to turn into Schoology. So I'm just going to go back to Schoology and take a look. Oops. iPad glitch. So I'm just going to reopen Schoology because it was kind of freaking out. Closing the apps is a good thing to do if they're ever glitching. So I'm going to go back to the course just to double check to see if there's anything else we need to do today. So after you turn in your assignment, you're going to do that, turn it in right here by the pencil, grade Mrs. Sovey's writing summative example right there. And the last thing today is Google Meet. Office hours. If you need help and you have questions on how to do this assignment, please come to office hours. You can share your screen and we can do it together and I'll tell you where to click and what to type and we can do it together. So if you're needing help or you have questions about the test from yesterday, anything, please come and join our office hours. That's the point of having them. The end of the quarter is coming up, so we need to get our grades in. So make sure you're working on those summatives and getting all your missing work in. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you soon.